feels good to get what could be the final MLB The Show 25 victory before we download 26.
Just want you to know, I beat you yesterday.
Yesterday's the past, but today is the present, bro. You know what I was thinking though, as I was here beating you, like for someone that's 12, like you played a lot of sports.
Yeah, but football's my favorite.
I'm not mad at that. You know what'd be cool for our next episode? We could be like my sports journey.
Bro, we have a problem. This is a podcast, not Instagram story. If we did that, this will be beep, and we're done. Name 3 sports you played. Welcome to the Blake and Papi Generations Talk, episode 3.
Today we're gonna talk about Blake's sports journey.
I actually have one.
I guess I walked into that one, but yeah. I guess we'll start with where it started. I'll start that off. You started your sports journey at 5. You know what? Let's rewind. Why am I wearing this? Right? We lost. Right? We lost yesterday to Italy. So big ups to Italy. I'm still salty that some of our best Puerto Rican players like Correa, Baez, Lindor were not present. I'm furious at the whole stuff about Javi's suspension, we call it that, and all the insurance issues. But again, big ups to Italy. I wish we would have been playing for a chance at the championship, but it is what it is. Today, 8 p.m. Right, it's gonna be a fire game.
DR against PR.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. we know who has a brain here. U.S. versus DR, so the United States against the Dominican Republic, in a battle of like 2 crazy lineups. Curious to see how Paul Skeens does against that lineup, 1 through 9. I mean, his career numbers against them individually is sick, but to face him in a lineup, in a star-studded lineup, is gonna be crazy. So here's to a fire game. Also, big ups to Russell Westbrook hitting a triple-double. Why, you may ask? No reason. I'm just happy about that. And yeah, we're gonna jump right in, and we're gonna talk about this stuff. Blake is wearing Dolphins jersey, which I'm excited about. Why number 1?
Because I'm the one in this house, and I'm 1, so that means I run this house.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with the player that was formerly number 1 in our team. Just asking. Anyway, your sports journey started at 5 with soccer. I'll tell you why. I'll tell everyone why it started with soccer. I wanted tackle football. I was overridden for that one, but I settled with soccer because I felt like it would give you a lot of the tools and skills needed to eventually play football. So my question to you is, did you like it immediately?
I just know I had to run and kick the ball. But the thing that I really did like about soccer was I got play with friends, make new friends. Like my friend Michael, we played soccer. Actually, a funny story is soccer season. I think our first season, defeated, 0 wins. That was bad.
That wasn't at 5 though.
I was at 5.
No, we didn't. You didn't play at 5. You were just doing the training and scrimmages.
At 6.
All right, so it was probably like 7 that you started doing seasons. I think it was 2 years of thing, but yeah, your coach must have been pretty awesome to be able to go through a no-win season.
And he was also handsome.
That's this guy. of this guy. But I do remember. So you mentioned Michael. So is that someone you're still cool with?
Yes, till this day.
All right. Oh, that Michael. All right. So big ups to Michael. I know that's your boy in school too, right? I do remember, coaching another one of your boys, and now that even plays basketball with you today.
Yeah.
My boy Johnny boy. So I remember coaching him in soccer as well. Always had the coolest hair. Still does probably if you had to rank them. And then so I think those two. I know you had another one of your friends that go to your school now.
Yeah, Gavin.
Another one of your boys. But my big ups to Michael and his intramural basketball team has been doing their thing. I watched that even though I don't coach them. Michael, if you need a coach for your team, let me know. I got you. Anyway, so tell me more about soccer. What was your favorite part? What was your favorite part about soccer even at that young age?
Making friends.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I will share this. All they did was run around like maniacs, like a chicken without their head that first year, and just kick the ball or try to. Um, you know, I will say this: even at that age and not playing games, you were super competitive. So I would secretly be like, as a pops and stuff. But the real question, the question the viewers want to know:
what?
Were you actually good at soccer?
They call me Messi. They call me Mbappe. They call you.
Yes, they did. Messi with a Y, because that was his game. And I will say this: I think for it not being your sport, over the years I saw a lot of improvement. So that was all cool to you. I like your drive, your determination. And for a sport that you didn't really understand in terms of positioning and stuff, for you to play it and at that level was pretty cool. But yeah, I guess we're gonna fast forward. You had some years of soccer, but then age 8, maybe it's a coincidence. Your birthday's on the 8th, and age 8, that's when I would think football started changing everything. Yeah, what did you find? Like, what made football exciting, or what was it exciting at that age?
At that age, I was just doing it for you. I know, like, you mind football.
All right, so you did it for your pops.
Yeah.
All right, so age 8, was it harder than soccer?
Most definite, yes.
I would say is because you actually had real coaches, not me coaching soccer. But I do remember that. Do you remember your first time getting tackled?
No, but I assumed I either was like, what just happened? Or I was crying.
I will say this: you didn't cry, but it was more of like a "what the heck is this?" I do remember that you got up, and maybe you didn't cry because people were there, but I was like, "Yep, it's gonna happen. He's not coming back." So you did. You came back. So seeing you in pads and a helmet was pretty. I mean, probably the most awesome thing, other than the day you were born. That I remember. I was like, this kid has a helmet on and pads, and he's gonna play football. So as a dad watching you play, fear, a little scared. I was like, as much as I love football, I was like, man, he's gonna play football. I don't want him to get hurt. But I was also so excited. Until I saw the level of play at that age when when you were part of like kind of the Pee-wees, I was like, man, what are they doing? But it was so cool seeing you line up, and just no fear, right, and want to win. I just remember that. Your team made it to the playoffs. I do remember, and seeing you play that, come to me with a trophy. I mean, you lost in the first round, but the trophy you got, I thought it was like, as a parent, one of the coolest things. But eventually, you mentioned year 1, you did it for me. How about year 2?
Same thing.
Same. Year 3.
Year 3, it was half and half because I realized football. I learned football at year 3 of football because you took me to, in my opinion, the best game I saw ever.
Was that year 3? I was kind of in between years.
That was year 3.
Yeah, year 3. Of course, he's talking about when the Dolphins dropped 70 on the Broncos.
It was like the celebrations, and like the scoring. It just made me feel awesome.
Miami Dolphins, thank you to Tyreek. All of them were a part of that. For that one game, and the heartbreak after. We'll talk about that maybe another episode. Yeah. So you year three was tough. I do remember that. You were also playing soccer at a decent level there. Um, what did you feel about year three football?
Like, what do you mean?
Was it a good experience? Was it bad? Was it like what were your thoughts for that season?
It was, I'll say half and half because I had one coach that always pushed me to my best, but he was assistant coach, so he had a word like he could put a word for me, but
the other
when I
coaches,
start, yeah,
the other coaches are the decision makers.
yeah.
I do remember that. I always share that. That's kind of I'll share. That's kind of when I started realizing coaching matters, and I'll stay with this tagline forever. If you're passionate, if you want to be a youth coach, and you're not passionate about the kids' development, don't do it. Like they're not grown ups. Winning is cool, but if you don't care about the kids and the way they develop, or if you're tied to having favorites, man, it's not. You're just hurting you. I remember that I remember that season playoff game. You made a choice. A choice. You had to choose between a soccer playoff game. Now this was the season after we had gone undefeated in soccer and probably coach video, but anyway, undefeated in soccer. We won the in season tournament and the playoff tournament. We were kind of double champions. Um, and back to the playoffs. You had you were starter in soccer. You weren't starting in football, and you had a soccer playoff game, football playoff game, same day. What did you choose?
So I chose football because
Okay.
football I felt like a playoff win would have been my first playoff win. It would have been awesome to feel, and also the organization hasn't won a championship in a long time.
Yeah,
So
actually, since '06. Yeah, so it's been 20 years now, but I remember that. So it's a big. I mean, you're right. It was a big deal.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
So I also wanted to fight for my brothers, but I on that day we lost both the games.
I remember.
Soccer we lost in overtime, and football we lost. I don't know how much, but it was probably yeah. All right, so and I felt like why did I make the wrong decision? I was heartbroken. Also because for football, me and like 7 other people didn't have a chance to be on the field.
Yeah, I remember. You didn't even play a snap.
Yeah, I felt invisible, and that's what sucked.
Well, I do. Now that I think about that day, it was pretty crappy. It sucked, and I remember how hurt you were because you worked so hard. Um, yeah, as a dad, seeing that was tough for me because it wasn't only in practice. I remember days you didn't have practice. I had to take. You would make me take you to the park to practice for 2-3 hours, and you worked hard. So I know that was heartbreaking. Again, coaching matters, but yeah, that ended the season prematurely, right? But year four, I mean, we all know, spoiler alert, you came back to football and you actually let go of soccer. Uh, First, why football over soccer?
Because the coach that I was talking about, coach Coach Calvin, he was gonna be assistant coach, and he was like defensive coach. So I was like, and then also wait, and then also I saw a head coach, and I was like, I they know what they're doing, and I was excited for the year because they're giving opportunities. It wasn't favoritism, you know, and that
You had to work for it.
yeah.
Who was the head coach?
Um, Coach Ray Ray.
He deserves a shout out. Shout out for Ray Ray and Calvin. You guys are awesome. Not because I like you guys as boys, but because you truly care. You forgot I was also an assistant coach that season.
You were.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it slide. So did that make you lean towards football and drop soccer? Like, why drop soccer?
I dropped soccer because I did dislike watching soccer. I didn't understand it. When
You
you're
didn't
my
have passion.
coach, yeah.
Like, I guess, yeah, I know what you mean. Like, it's not about watching soccer. It's about really having. I would see that. Like, you would play hard, but I would notice that sometimes watching you. And with football, like you said, you gravitated towards it. Again, 2023 Dolphins help with that, right? So what did you love? I mean, that season was crazy. It was a fun year. You became, tell us about that season.
So that season, I didn't get the position I wanted to be.
Which was?
Receiver.
Okay.
Or tight end, yeah.
Tight end, okay.
I thought that it was gonna be hard to work for a spot. One day, the center.
You mean the spot you got.
Yeah.
Okay.
The center
not
wasn't
the receiver. You thought it would. All right. So yeah, walk us through that.
So one practice, the center was like not doing the best, and we needed backup. And I was like, Coach, I can snap.
That was
it. Yeah, that was like it. And
spoiler alert again, you earned the starting spot as a
center.
Not your position, even your size, but
the O line was like this.
But what made you? Yeah, why center then? Why did you say okay?
Because I felt like this was my opportunity. I had to take it.
And what was I mean, what did you like about it? What did you not like? Like what about the spot?
I liked about it because first it was a starting spot, and also it was like I was the QB of the line. The play starts with me.
Okay, so all right, so now for last year 5, I know we had some of the year 3 struggles, right?
Yeah.
Kind of the ghosts of the past came back to haunt. But so it was a tough year. You still played. You played some linebacker, some nose tackle, some edge positions you like now in defense.
Yeah.
We'll skip some of that, because I know you felt the same on certain spots.
Yeah.
Playoff loss. Just so happened the same coaches from year 3
yeah.
were involved in the playoff loss against the same team from year 3 that we lost to. But again, not to bash anyone. We're not here to talk negative about people, organizations, but like I said, coaching matters. And I know that year 5 undid a lot of the year 4 progress from a mental standpoint for you, right?
Yeah.
So I guess this is like an unveiling today. Will there be a year 6? Are you gonna run it back? That smile is kind of telling me, yeah. Is it because of the sport? The coaches that are from year 4 that are gonna be running it back year 6 now? Is it the reunion?
Reunion.
So you ready for the comeback tour?
Yeah.
All right, you heard it. Coach Ray, Coach Calvin,
Coach Rick.
All right, so there's gonna be a year 6 running it back.
Yeah.
Is this the official confirmation?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Again, I'm here for it. And if that changes, that's okay too. I mean, we didn't write a contract. So, I want you to be in the best position to succeed wherever that is. Okay. As a father, as a coach, I'm gonna also do whatever it takes. But now, what positions? I'm gonna ask for like 2 to 3 on offense, 2 to 3 on defense that you really have been working on this off season, because I know we work out, we're training, and that you want to fight for positions on this upcoming season. On offense first.
Receiver and RB.
Okay. What was the name you said you were gonna get for a receiver? Julian Edelman. You're gonna be doing you said something else. Something with the city.
Oh, the Emerald City Route Runners.
The Emerald City Route. So is this a JSN nod?
Yeah.
You could be a fifth of what a 10th of what a 100th of what JSN is. I'll take it. But okay, Emerald City Route Runner over here. All right, and running back. I love that position. You've gotten stronger. Defense now.
I'm okay with nose guard.
Okay.
I like nose guard. I'm okay with that. And corner. I'm joking. Linebacker.
If you're a linebacker, who are you gonna be like?
The best. The best. The best in history of NFL.
Ooh,
52.
know where this is going.
Ray Lewis.
All right, Ray Lewis. If you're watching, you're hearing. If this gets to you, biggest fan right here. So yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna keep that training going. Is football the hardest sport? Real quick.
Yes.
Let's end this football talk on this. Is football the hardest sport?
Yes.
All right. Oh, sure. What are your thoughts, parents? Those that are put their kids in sports, which one's the hardest sports? We'll be right back.
The friendships of my journey of sports. I just want to highlight them. My boy Michael G, Johnny Mans, Gavin. We Gavin moved, but all three of us still bros. And through football, I met my brother TG, Bruce. We'll fight in war for each other. We even play in the same basketball team. And speaking of basketball, my friend James, aka Larry Bird. Then the my piazza of my baseball team, Gio. All of them, my brothers. Love you guys.
Welcome back. We just talked about Blake's his soccer journey, football journey. I mean, many of you may know, may not know, he's a multi-sport athlete, right? Started playing basketball. I would say officially playing probably 2024. Not good, as you can see by that release. I'm gonna have to give a shout out to my boy Anthony Espo. You gotta do a better job helping him with that jumper because I don't know what I just saw there. But speaking of him, I mean, would you say that that's been a big part of your progress?
Yes. Yes.
All right, that's good.
I
His
feel
parents
offended.
also, his parents, Anthony and Joanne, have been instrumental, I think, in helping you in basketball and in fitness. You know, we're aiming to be to beat Ant, right, in the gym one day. I mean, if you can catch up, maybe. But anyway, so you played basketball for a few years, not really like competitive or in leagues, but
Yeah.
last year or the year before, then last year you started playing, but this year is your first year, kind of like on the travel team. Yeah, like you stepped it up. You became a double double machine in the second half. You started playing baseball last year as well. You're coming back for your second season. Um, I'm excited for that. And you recently started jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah.
They call him the master of the tap. Huh? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. His workouts in the gym include going like this because that's what he does a lot of. I'm joking. I love watching you do all this. But we're gonna put football, basketball, baseball, and jiu-jitsu together. What's the hardest?
Football.
Really? Okay.
Oh wait a minute.
I was gonna say maybe something else.
It's football or jiu-jitsu, like a battle.
All right. What do you like about jiu-jitsu though?
Like that's a tough one, but so I'll say jiu-jitsu. Best thing about it is uh the feeling of like I'm gonna tap this guy out, like grappling,
Okay.
and
Okay. I like that, but it is hard, right?
yeah,
What's you know what? What sport do you think is helping you for football?
I'm gonna say jiu-jitsu also because it's jiu-jitsu's all about moving.
Okay.
I mean, not all about moving.
No, I get it.
Yeah, but like
So
most
you
of it is
feel
moving.
like the skills you're getting there can carry over,
Yes.
tackling and stuff. I like that. Well, basketball.
Basketball.
I would say that makes a little something. Your movements,
That does.
like your cuts when you're off ball.
Jumps.
Yeah, that's true. Your jumping has gotten better. I guess to me, I think a lot of people, it's kind of like a debate here, so I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts. Like being a multi-sport athlete versus like mastering a sport or trying to master a sport. I think at your age is still fine, Evan. I think eventually you might venture off and find your way. But I think it's very important athletic development. If I look at you, where you started to where you're at, I definitely see so much improvement. I love it. Um, I do think that I try to instill the importance of practicing off-season stuff. Especially when you're going to commit to sports. Um, how do you feel like working out, being active in the gym has helped from a coordination and development?
The gym definitely helped me with strength. That's a key thing.
See those
And
guns? And Bugs Bunny back down here. I'm joking, but we got a little something, all right. So the strength.
yeah, I mean, like the strength helps with every sport, and even things in daily life. You know,
And carry my groups. I'm joking, but like, what other things? Like, what other aspects? You mentioned strength. Like, what else do you feel like the gym has helped you with?
agility,
Okay, agility.
stamina,
All right,
and
stamina and speed. All
and
right,
speed.
all right. How about? I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day. How about like your day-to-day life? Don't you feel better when you're in the gym and you work out? Like, as I see you all there, you're talking, you're saying hi to people, and don't you feel like that energy? I mean, that's what I love about it. But I mean, I'll tell you what I love most is, to me at least, is being able to work out with you. Like, I really enjoy going to the gym with you. I mean, it makes me smile. Like, I just think, wow, I love my dad. Rest in peace, was awesome. But yeah, we wasn't a gym guy. And I think of those moments I have with you in the gym, and it's like, I'm so proud of you too. Like all the stuff you've accomplished, even at 12. Um, you know, whether it's box jumps, burpees, workouts that even adults find difficult. Like you accept the challenge. You've worked out with adults. Like it's pretty cool. I mean, how do you like train? Like, what do you like training? Do you like training with me?
I love training with you.
I appreciate that. What about it? Do you like our little competitive stuff? You think you're stronger than me sometimes?
I know I'm stronger than you. See these guns?
Yeah, I don't know what's in this air today because there's some deliriousness over here. All right, I got a good one for you. What exercise do you hate the most?
Is this a trick question? Are you making me do it right now?
No.
Burpees.
I'm gonna have burpees till tomorrow's workout. A lot of burpees, right?
I knew it.
Well, you know what? Well, I'm gonna use this quick second, shameless plug, but yours truly, Papi, will be participating in the Fit Games at Brooklyn's Badass Academy, my favorite place in the whole wide world to work out and to be with. Not yet, and to hang out with Blake and work out with him. So yeah, I'll be joining the Fit Games. It's a partner event. So my partner, his name is Mike, and yeah, man, I'm excited. We got 6 days.
Then pick his own son.
I needed an adult. Obviously,
I am adult.
So yeah, we'll be doing hex bar squats, ram burpees,
Mom out.
ram burpees, rowers, skiers, air bikes, med slams, kettlebell sit-ups, and my most hated workout. I didn't know about this till now. Wall balls. Because you're not throwing a ball at a wall. It's at a fixture that's like, I don't know. It feels like it's 50 feet in the air for me. Maybe because I'm short. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I'm excited. So if you're gonna be in the Brooklyn area, Saturday, March 22nd, 2026. Let us know in the comments. We'll give you the address, and you can check out the Fit Games, and you can root for me. So yeah. Do you think? Speaking of that, we're gonna go off topic. Do you think training builds discipline?
Yes, I think because when you're at the gym, it's it's like that mentality, that puts you in that spot you're in.
Okay, so it's
You
like
know?
that killer instinct, right?
Yes.
So you got a little bit of that Mamba mentality. All right, I want to see how this progresses, right? So I think, yeah, I think it does build discipline. Curious to hear your thoughts or feedback. Welcome back, Blake Sports Journey. We're gonna continue this. We just mentioned that Mamba mentality, so let's talk about that athlete mindset. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna. There's a few things on my mind. One, competition. Well, how do you feel about competition? Like, does it drive you?
It drives me that I I'm putting 110% to win.
Willing to put your life on the line to get a W for your team?
No, but
Figuratively,
yes.
obviously. He's like, I don't want that. I get it. How about losing?
That's like a dagger in the heart. That sucks.
We just lost recently. We lost our travel basketball playoff game. That was a tough one, right? That was a dagger. But all right, so competition, you're all for it. You're ready to compete for starting spots, for playing time, for wins. All right, losses are just we can say a loss is the cost of tuition, right? And that tuition goes to your mindset, your discipline, your accountability, your competitive nature, and to improve. Right, so it's a part of the game. Nobody wants to lose, but it's what happens when you lose. What happens next is the most important. Um, yeah, it's another coaching matters nugget for you guys. How about hard work? Are you afraid to put in the work?
No, I'm not afraid.
Are you willing to put in the work?
Yes.
Right, talk to us about that. What about that?
What do you mean by that?
Like, what does it mean working hard to you? Like, why?
When I'm working hard, it's because I'm doing it for like I do on a daily basis. Work hard, school, education, sports. It's once again all about that mindset.
I like that.
Mindset is everything.
All right, I love it, man. You're saying the right things. You're getting some points from me now. So I think I wanted you to you mentioned this. You mentioned school. How do you balance school and sports?
Balancing. It's if it's hard for you, just mostly focus on school if it's really hard for you. Because school, you could be the best player in the league, but do terrible in school, you ain't going to top notch.
That's right. That I like that. You might go to top notch, but what happens? Like, what if you get hurt? You got to have something contingency plan, and I do advocate to do well in school. Actually, as a coach, if in football, basketball, like if the kids aren't doing well in school, they're not gonna play, right? I mean, I'm a big believer in working just as hard, if not harder, in school, right? Getting that, we talk about that mind, get that info in your noggin, right? And if your grades drop, you're not playing. I tell you that all the time. But it is hard, right? And I think it's all about finding a balance, right? We have a lot of time in the day. Sometimes get off that social media, unless you're watching Blake and Papi. We'll give you a pass for that. So I think, we mentioned school, sports. Like, what kind of athlete do you want to become?
Like what sport I want to play?
Sport, person, everything. Start with sport.
Sport, debating between basketball or football.
Okay. I mean, that could change, right? You could be a baseball athlete, but basketball, football are good. All right. Like, what type of athlete? Like, what do you want to be known for? Like, that doesn't have to be your wins, and then like, what do you want to be known for?
Hard work.
I like that hard work. We're even though you're 12, I love the fact that you watch a lot of the older era athletes and their mindset. You mentioned Ray Lewis earlier, the Mamba mindset. Um, And I think as a father and someone that will start as a father, that's the best thing I want to hear, right? Is I want to hear someone that has. I would love for you to become an athlete that can make a difference. I think that would be my biggest thing. Is I want you to be the best. I want you to be an MVP. I want you to be a champion. But I want you to make a difference. I want you to use your skills, your voice, to help others. Right? Maybe it's your others that are underprivileged, or communities, just people, right? Like we talk about paying it forward and being nice and making a difference and putting a smile on someone's face, right? Like I think those are the things that to me make an athlete, right? Yes, you get fame, money, whatever, but if you don't have that satisfaction and that sense of I did something, I think that's the best part for me. But you know, yeah, like it's just it means so much. Yeah. All right. I mean, you. I've been asking a lot. I've been asking you too many questions. I want to know what you got for me.
2 questions.
All right. All right.
What was the first sport you played?
Yeah, basketball. Basketball, and I was terrible at it. Seventh grade, I was still shooting underhand. Your age. After I finished seventh grade, I learned how to shoot. And when I graduated from eighth grade, before I went to high school, that's whole summer, 2 months I spent in Puerto Rico. I played basketball every day.
I know. I just want you to talk about you shooting on the hand.
I hit more shots underhand right now than you can with your phone. Anyway,
The real question.
oh,
Which sport am I best at?
competitive eating. I'm joking. I'm joking. That's a tough one. Um, Man, like I would have said probably, I would have probably said football because of the glimpses of that I saw this last season. When I saw you like attack a QB. Defensively, I've seen the potential, some of it. Offensively, I know that's something you want to unlock, but you haven't been given the opportunity. But I think based on the last half of our travel basketball season and our intramural season, I might be switching that from football to basketball. Like I've seen this tenacity in you. Not that. Sorry guys, you might have to edit this out. We'll put my hands, but like your tenacity. It's not even see, everyone goes to that. It's not that. It's not your scoring. It's your competitive spirit, your tenacity on the court, and your willingness to do what it takes. Like you hear it from other parents, and as a father, forget being a coach. As a father, it means the world to me when I hear other parents say, like, you were a beast out there. Like you're not the tallest, you're fast but not the fastest, and the speed and agility you display, even rebounding, right? I'm doing the little things, and then when needed, you score. Like our last game, you scored the last six of the team's points to secure a win. In a tied game, and we won that game. But who cares? Like those 6 points could have been scored by someone else, but the little things you did, like down the stretch, you had like 7 rebounds in the last 2 minutes of that 3 minutes. You had a steal. It was just those are the things that I think make an athlete or a team player, and you did the things. I'm curious to see your potential being realized in football this season. I think you put in a lot of work. Now it's your time, your turn, and your time to seize it. But yeah, forget me. We're gonna let the fans decide. Let us know if you know Blake and you've seen him play sports. Let me know which is his best sport. If you don't know Blake, take a guess, take a stab at it. We love letting the fans, the viewers, you guys, we love the fan engagement. Utilize those comments because it is
Different ages.
different ages, but the same grind.
One conversation.
Blake and Papi, we love you.